What a round of Rugby Championship rugby this past weekend. It truly is the best Rugby Championship we have seen in forever, I think. Since it's become the new Rugby Championship, since it's the tournament it is today, it's the best year we've had of it, for sure. All Blacks retain the Bledisloe Cup. Springboks absolutely demolish Argentina in Durban, becoming the first team to win back-to-back games this year. That shows you how competitive this year's Rugby Championship has been. And it's been out this weekend, outstanding. Touching firstly on the All Blacks Wallabies game, yes, a lot of people are talking around the ref, and there was definitely some decisions that I was like, I'm not too sure about that. I do feel like the ref was average both ways of the field, so against the All Blacks and against Australia, against the Wallabies. For Wallabies fans to just be like, it's all the ref's fault. No, it was 10 conceded. All Blacks conceded 10 penalties. Wallabies conceded 15. But Wallabies missed 39 tackles. 39 tackles. You're probably lucky that the All Blacks couldn't round off some more of those broken tackles. For Wallabies to only lose by 9 points in a game where the All Blacks made 39 defenders beaten. That's crazy. So that talks highly of maybe the Wallabies' scramble defense, but then it's also a big question mark for the All Blacks in regards to rounding off opportunities. Beating that many defenders and only beating a team by 9 points or struggling to beat a team, that's definitely some question marks there going forward. But the All Blacks still retain the Bledisloe Cup. My big question moving forward is, why can't there be 3 games for the Bledisloe Cup? Like, it's so hard to win the Bledisloe Cup back. You have to win 2 games back to back. I mean, you have to beat the All Blacks twice in a row. That's tough. That is tough. I didn't mind the 3 games. So that means Wallabies could still be in it if there was 3 games, but they lost this one. So All Blacks retain the Bledisloe Cup again, and then they move on to Perth next week, where it'll be a big one. They've got some big inclusions. Rob Valentini's back in. Will Skelton is back in the mix. So hopefully a stronger Wallaby side, or just a stronger and more dominant performance. And All Blacks will want to push still, because we'll get to the table. There's still 3 teams that can win the Rugby Championship this year, but we'll get to that in a minute. Then over to the Springboks, 67-30. Oh, wow, where Sacha Feinberg Mngomezulu put in a world-class performance, one of the best performances of rugby, individual performances of rugby I've ever seen, and we will ever see for a long time to come. All the Sacha Feinberg haters that are now coming out of the woodwork saying, oh, well, he's got to back it up. He's got to back it up. Bro, he just broke a record for the most points as a Springbok in one game. 37 points. The last time something like that happened was Percy Montgomery in 2007. That is, how long ago is that? You don't just back up a performance like that. People need to understand. Yes, I can get when they say a consistency. Yes, like the whole Springbok team needs consistency. How are bros coming out now going, oh, he needs to back it up. Sacha needs to back it up. He needs to be more consistent. Bro just scored 37 points by himself. Beat Argentina by himself. Like, be happy for the guy, man. Yes, if you're a fan of someone else, all good, but just be happy for the guy. Jeez, man, leave your sour comments for somewhere else. Massive effort from Sacha Feinberg Mngomezulu there, and from the Springboks. And consistency was something that was asked, and something we as Springbok fans received. The first team to go back-to-back wins in the Rugby Championship was the Bokke, after beating All Blacks in Wellington last week, and then beating Argentina a week later in Durban. Well, there's 3 weeks. There's the week off in between. You know what I'm saying. Back-to-back wins. Now looking at the table, heading into the last round of the Rugby Championship. Thanks to Short Ball Rugby for this graphic check them out. Check Dan out on Instagram and Rugby Highlights on Facebook. So Springboks on top, sitting on top on 15 points. And the points difference is the big one here, right? 55 points difference. All Blacks still in the running on 14 points, but they've got -6 points difference. And then Wallabies are technically still in the running on 11 points and only 1 point difference. Going into the last round, Springboks play Argentina at Twickenham in England, and then the All Blacks play Wallabies in Perth. It's big. Springboks win, and they win. If they win, it doesn't matter about how far, they just need to win the game. They win the Rugby Championship. They go back-to-back Rugby Championship titles for the first time ever. If Springboks lose and the All Blacks win, yes, then the All Blacks win the Rugby Championship and they reclaim it. If Springboks lose and Wallabies win with a bonus point, I think, they'll have to win big against the All Blacks. Then the Wallabies win. Imagine that happens. Imagine for a second, Springboks lose to Los Pumas, don't get any points from the game, and Wallabies go out and absolutely thump the All Blacks. Like, put 40 points on them, and All Blacks don't score any points. Or don't, get any points. Like, imagine that happens. Weirder things have happened. There is a possibility of that happening, for sure. But man, what a Rugby Championship. I'm going to round off this little review and kind of looking forward, or this little review of round 5, was it? No, round 4, with my team of the week. And I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Let me know in the comments what changes you would make. I'll have the graphic up here. So we got James Slipper, Thomas Toy, and Billy Pollard up front. I went James Slipper for his 150th. Billy Pollard scored. He scored a try off the back of a maul and 1 or 2 steals. He was really good there. And then Thomas Toy, just an anchor, solid in the front row for the Springboks. My locks, I got Tupolvai, Ruan Nokia, both exceptional. Work rate through the roof. Yes, Eben Etzebeth could be in there somewhere, but these guys were good. Nick Frost, I thought, was good as well. Back row of Simon Parker, Peter Steffetoy, Jasper Wiese, maybe someone like Siakulisi could come in at 6, and just have the whole Springbok back row because, man, you could pretty much put the whole Springbok team in, let's be honest. But I like to change it up a bit. I thought Simon Parker was good, just solid, strong, big ball carries. Peter Steffetoy, sensational, 2 tries, played the full 80 minutes, just keeps going. I think he's still out on Kings Park making tackles. Jasper Wiese, he's still out on Kings Park running with 3 defenders on his back. He was outstanding for the Springboks. Then Cam Roygard and Sacha Feinberg Mngomezulu, 9 and 10. They were my fantasy 9 and 10 as well. They were unreal. 5 tries between them. Just beat that many defenders, run that for that many meters, scored that many points. Like, Sacha Feinberg will be my player of the round for sure as well. In the centres, I've gone with Len Ikitau, Kane Moody. Both sensational. I thought Kane Moody's defensive reads on the weekend, outstanding. He's just getting better and better at that 13 position. And Len Ikitau was instrumental for the Wallabies. Yes, they didn't get the win, but everything that happened well on attack, or any magic or anything that happened good on attack, was off the back of Len Ikitau for the Wallabies. And then my back 3, I've gone with Cheslin Colby, Leroy Carter, Will Jordan. Colby scored the try. Yes, he also gifted Argentina a try with a massive brain fart, the drop goal that we've all seen it. Crazy scenes that. But also scored a couple of tries. Leroy Carter scored a try as well. This was a tough one because Ethan Hooker he did well, but he didn't do too much. There's someone else that you can look at there. No one from Los Pumas stood out for me on the wing. Caleb Clark was maybe another one, but he didn't play a lot of minutes. For the Wallabies, like Corey Toole and Harry Potter didn't do much on the wings neither. So I've gone Leroy Carter. Then at fullback, Will Jordan, I thought a few try assists, got his hands on the ball quite a lot. Damien Willems is someone you can say there, but he was also pretty quiet. Max Jorgensen was pretty quiet as well. And Juan Cruz Malia was pretty quiet for Los Pumas. So that's my team of the week for round 4 of the Rugby Championship. What changes would you make? What did you guys think of this round? What do you think heading forward? Can't wait for it. It's all to play for in the last round. How good? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you next time. Bye.